Dogs are employed to be hunting dogs. Dogs are employed to be guard dogs. Chickens are employed for their meat. Chickens are employed for their feathers. Chickens are employed for their eggs. Cows are employed for their milk. Cows are employed for their meat. Cows are employed for their hide. Goats are employed for their hide. Goats are employed for their milk. Goats are employed for their meat. Sheep are employed for their milk. Sheep are employed for their wool. Sheep are employed for their hide. Sheep are employed for their meat. To employ is to make use of something. Therefore, but when you employ a dog, you cannot pay yourself the same salary as a dog. Not because you are more educated than the dog, not because you are doing a better job than a dog, not because you have got a different skin color than a dog. It is precisely because a dog does not need clothes. When you pay yourself, you pay yourself money to buy clothes, to buy food, to send your children to school, to buy yourself a house, to buy yourself a car, and spend yourself on some other luxuries. But dogs don't wear clothes. Dogs don't send puppies to school. Dogs don't drive vehicles. Dogs don't build their homes. That is why dogs are paid little. Therefore, whenever a person is paying somebody, another human being, less money than he pays himself, he's saying that person is a dog. When you employ a chicken, you don't pay yourself equal salary as a chicken. Simply because a chicken does not send its chicks to school. Simply because a chicken does not buy clothes. Simply because a chicken does not drive a vehicle. But you drive a vehicle, you will need clothes. You will send your children to school. Therefore, when you pay somebody less money than you pay yourself, you are saying that person is a chicken. When you employ a goat, you don't pay yourself equal salary as a goat, because your salary is to buy school uniform, to send your child to school, just to buy yourself a house, to buy yourself a vehicle, to buy yourself food. But a goat does not send its offspring going to school. A goat does not buy clothes. A goat does not buy a vehicle. A goat does not buy a home, a house. Therefore, whenever you are paying somebody less money than yourself, you are saying that person is a goat. There is absolutely no reason why a manager must be paid more than a cleaner. Because a cleaner, like a manager, needs clothing. A cleaner, like a manager, needs house. A cleaner, like a manager, needs to send his children to school. A cleaner is not a goat. A cleaner is not a dog. A cleaner is not a chicken. A cleaner is not a cow. There is absolutely no reason why a human being must be paid less than other human beings. Why a worker must be paid less than other workers. Those who pay other workers less money than they pay themselves are slave masters. Slave masters regard slaves as animals. Sometimes slave masters treat slaves worse than they treat their own animals. A slave master can let his dog sleep in his house, but will never allow a slave to sleep in his house. So it is important to understand that there is absolutely no reason why any worker must be paid less than another worker, irrespective of the color of the skin, irrespective of the kind of job one is doing, irrespective of the qualification one has. Because a doctor cannot be, a cleaner cannot be expected to be as qualified as a doctor. Because to be able to clean, one does not need a doctor's qualification. That's like for one to be a doctor one does not need to have a cleaner's qualification. It is the same with the human body. And ear and eye cannot walk, but if a foot cannot see. You cannot expect a foot to have the ability like the one of the eye, just as you cannot expect the eye to have an ability like the one of the foot. One cannot expect the qualification and ability of the manager to be the same as the qualification and ability of the grave digger. But they are all equally important. Just as an eye and the foot are all equally important. Without the eye to see where the food is going, the food cannot go anywhere. Just like without the food going where the eye is seeing, the eye cannot go anywhere. They cannot only be managers at a workplace, and they cannot only be cleaners. They have to be cleaners and managers, drivers. Just like a body is not only a head, it's a head and a hand and blood and bones and feet and hands. But they are all equally important. They cannot be, a man cannot live without blood, and just like a man cannot live without bones. A company cannot be run without managers, and a company cannot be run without cleaners and drivers. All workers at a workplace are equally important. For other workers to be paid less is to render them to be not human. Just like a goat cannot be paid equal to a human being, because a goat does not need a house and a vehicle and clothes. A dog cannot be paid equal to a human being, because a dog does not send his puppies to school. A dog does not need a vehicle and a house. All workers must be paid equally. There must be equal ownership for freedom to exist, for there to be freedom. Let freedom reign.